All right, market just opened. Seeing a lot of aggressive selling, hitting the bid over here. Kind of just want to stay patient. I don't want to be chasing this because there is no logical spot to throw the stop loss. I do have my two zones here. I got some at the 40s and then I got it at the 80s. So I kind of just want to see a dip into these and then see what the order flow is around these levels. All right, we're testing this level. I mean, we are seeing some buying here. Didn't even really touch the level. Just due to all this strong selling, I don't even know if I want to get in front of this and just take a long. I mean, there is strong buying on the tape here, but kind of want to give it some more time to play out. I mean, if it is going to rise, maybe wait for a little bit more of a pullback and see these buyers hold it. Yeah, these buyers, I mean, they're here. Like, you see them on the tape. I see them on Bookmap, but it's just tough to get long in this. I mean, first of all, we moved so far away that, like, where am I going to put my stop loss? And also, we have such strong selling from the open, such a heavy size that this could just be like a quick little pop to go further down. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know, like I'm 50-50. I kind of want to go long. I kind of want to go short. I mean, if you do look on the left-hand side, like not for nothing, you know, like around the 5.6s to the 60s or even a little higher, you see that low volume towards the left-hand side. I mean, not for nothing, but like just reviewing my personal journal that I normally do better when I stop trying to catch the bottom of these like trades and then trying to, you know, get the reversal. Instead, just trying to wait maybe for that pullback, you know, of that initial move and then riding that more down. So maybe I kind of want to be more short biased here during this because these buyers can easily like get stuffed here, you know. All right, I'm trying this thing short. You know, we kind of were lingering around here. You pull up the heat map though, and you're starting to see like low volume starting to form. So low volume. Let me pull up Bookmap. So this low volume here, and you know the 5.6s, 5.7s, you can see it here. It's starting to slim down all the way on the right side. I like how we have VWAP right there. I like how we moved into this level. You could even see on the left-hand side on the depth of market at the 6855s, you know, we're negative 3,200 on the delta. So that's 3,200 lots aggressively hitting the bid. I mean, that could mean anything, of course. But I like how we're moving in this low-volume region. Participants don't like to trade here technically through the auction market theory. And, you know, now we're seeing a little bit of selling and just perfect. You know, it's like icing on the cake. We got a double confluence here with the VWAP. So I'm going to put my stop over 6.5. And then I kind of want to target, you know, where that wick was all the way on the chart where that initial wick was where we saw those buyers. Over here at the 4.1s. You know, this should work right away. I mean, technically volume, like, yeah, there we go. We're getting that push. No, I kind of want to, I'm risking 8 points here. I want to give it some room, you know. According to my journal, at least this month, I've been doing a little bit too tight of stop losses. So I want to give this thing room. I want it to breathe. And we're going to target the bottom of that wick over there. All right, you know, we're kind of sitting in this trade for a little bit. It's not playing out like I want it, you know, now of course, you know, it's reversing on me. That's fine. I'm happy, you know. I'm not going to move my stop to break even. I'm not going to like I'm already mentally taking the loss. I'm only doing one trade a day, so I just leave it, you know, I don't touch it. But there is low volume here, so either we're going to blow through this really fast or we should reject. You know, yeah, every time we come into this region, we just keep getting hit, you know, over the head. Like, it's like every time you stick your head over something, you're just getting hit with like a hammer. You know, every time these buyers are peaking themselves over this level, they're just getting hit with a sledgehammer. You see all this aggressive buying, and the market is not moving higher. You also see all that liquidity at the 6.1s through the 6.3s on the heat map. And that's only what, the institutions are showing. I mean, there's dark pools and everything. I mean, I'm going down the rabbit hole, but like there could be a lot more liquidity there, stopping orders from pushing higher. But like I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like attempts to break this level with all this aggressive buying, and they can't. So this also is really good even for short, just off of the stop outs that all those buying can bring. So that's kind of where my head's at right now in this trade. But definitely, I'm not touching that stop. I'm not going to mess with this at all. I mean, we're getting that it's selling now. We just got to put these guys underwater. Another thing I'm seeing, at least in the short term, is, I mean, we're getting the selling into it, but like at the 4.8s, 4.6s, there also is low volume, at least in the short term. So we could just be consolidating here, and I could, of course, just get stopped out. But I think on the bigger time frame, we are looking very bearish with this low volume region up here. It's been like 30 minutes now. We're just sitting, we're kind of consolidating. Anything could happen at this point. I'm not messing with this trade at all. It still is working technically. Buyers are trying. They're getting absorbed pretty much over at the 57s and higher. But I'm not getting excited here and jumping up and down. We just keep getting bought up every time we dip, and every time we go up, we're getting sold into. So kind of just waiting, sitting on my hands. I'm not gonna mess with this though. I'm just gonna let the market do what it's gonna do. Like I said, I'm already mentally taking the stop here. All right, we're starting to get this push out of this range. So either buyers can step in, like we're consolidating, or if we push below this 40, we could see a lot of stop outs. Like those buyers, those longs that we saw at the top, potentially, they could have their stop loss. And what a stop loss is it's just a market order. So that those longs will just market sell, and that could drop it impulsively. That's what I'm kind of speculating. We'll only know if we hit that level. And I also moved my my take profit a little bit lower because of this selling. All right, here's that test. No, it's good. We gotta stay below this wick. I'm up 17 points already. Here we go. All right, it's getting a little bit impulsive. I'm seeing aggressive selling hitting the bid on Bookmap over here. Yeah, we're just getting aggressive here. And I'm just going to drop that in case we're at that lower wick on the left. I'm going to take it off here. I don't want to sit here in a bounce. We sat in this for a while. It was a great trade. 22-point winner. All right, I'm going to cut the video here. Let me know if you guys like this. I'll make more videos like this.